Hello and welcome back to the Nothing in Common podcast with me, Lane.
And me, Bella.
Where today we have a new webcam.
And we fixed our mics, we think.
Hopefully, and they have like soft little fuzzy things on them that...
ASMR.
No. This is technically a wind guard, which is just supposed to be like... It's supposed to help with like the noise that you hear when you're using mics outside. Stop giving me update notifications.
We had to use these wind guards when we were in GTV. I forgot about that.
Do not talk about GTV on the podcast.
Oh. I was just about to explain what it was.
You can if you want.
Well, GTV was just like where we did like our school announcements, and it was like, oh my gosh, I'm itchy. And it was like where we were like, hello, welcome to this episode of GTV. Today is January 26, 2024. I'm Bella, Baba, and here are your daily announcements in GTV episode. Don't ask why I have memorized.
Should we do... Wait, why is the intro to our podcast
the same?
That's awful. Should we do daily announcements?
Daily announcements. Lane turned 20. Meow meow!
Yay!
Yay! Let's talk about that.
I feel exactly the same.
Why? You don't feel old? You're not even a teenager.
Before we move on, I need to apologize again for the terrible audio quality. I don't know what keeps happening. Something evil is happening inside of Premiere Pro. It's like I put the video in there and it comes out evil and there's nothing I can do about it.
It's so evil.
So please send help. But hopefully it's not bad this time because I'm just like, I'm going to put it in and just not touch it and just upload it as is from the microphones. And now we have our gains balanced and they're like pushed back and we have a little wind guard.
So hopefully it sounds better.
And I have a new webcam, so the video quality should be pristine.
If you're watching it
on
YouTube.
We should look good.
We should.
You should be able to see every single out-of-place strand on my wet hair.
I know, my face. I've had this makeup on since way too long this morning, and it's like melting off. Also, if we're a little bit low energy today, it's because we are.
Yeah, something about today. It was raining so heavy.
It's been raining so terrible here. And
that's one of the things I have on my note is actually I was door dashing the other day and I was on like the highway and then all of a sudden it just started. Well, first of all, throughout the day, like as I was getting ready to DoorDash driving towards Kalispell, the clouds were just so dark and evil and heavy, just like the heaviest.
It's literally like an episode of Stranger Things.
Yeah, it looked like smoke, like dark pitch black clouds, and I was like, this isn't going to be good. And then I had to go pick up an order, and then it started pouring rain. Like the speed limit was 60, but people were driving like 25.
Yeah, on like the big highway.
Yeah, because you could not see more than like 30 feet in front of you because of how heavily it was raining. And I had to text the person that I was dashing for after I parked.
Good.
And be like,
don't text and drive.
Hey, your order might be late because I can't see where I'm going. So please forgive me. And it wasn't late because I'm talented at what I do.
Good. Speaking of texting and driving, did you know that there's 2 states where it's not illegal to text and drive?
Which states?
One of them is Montana.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's like...
I'm Googling this.
I looked it up the other day because me and Carter got in a fight about it, and I was like, no, like, I swear, like, it's Montana. And he was like, no, it's illegal. It's illegal in, like, some cities, but it's not illegal, like, statewide.
Are you serious right now?
It's Montana.
Missouri and Montana.
Yeah.
Are the only states that currently allow texting and driving.
Isn't that crazy?
What?
I know. Wouldn't you think?
But is there not, like, just, like, a general distracted driving law that would apply?
I mean, maybe, like... I feel like you can't get pulled over for texting and driving, but I think that you can get a ticket if, like, a cop pulls you over for another reason and then you were texting and driving. I don't know, though.
That's insane behavior.
I know.
People who actually text and drive, please stop. Like,
please.
It's not worth it. It's never worth it. You're going to kill someone, and I know that you're already a bad driver by itself. Like, I know alone you're a bad driver, so you do not need to be texting and driving.
Adding your phone to that
you can pick one struggle, please.
Yeah. But yeah, the rain's been horrible, and I have like the worst fear of lightning and thunderstorms. I don't know what it is. Some people
find them. You almost got struck by lightning when you were driving once.
Literally a week after I got my license, lightning struck a tree and fell right in front of me, and I swerved off the road and hit a mailbox. And there was like nothing on the side of the road. And then I like went home and I was like, Mom, and she was like, you have to go knock on their door and tell them that you're sorry and offer to pay. And I was like, I didn't mean to. I didn't ask the lightning to strike. They were nice, though. They didn't make me pay. And
that's good. Imagine being like, oh, yeah, you're paying for my mailbox because it's lightning struck.
I'm like 15.
I wonder if they believed you, though, about lightning striking because, like...
Well, the tree fell on the road, so yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But a couple weeks ago, I was at Carter's house, and we had, like, just gotten back from a walk, and we were sitting outside with his dad, And we were, like, watching this storm, like, in the mountains, and we were like, it, like, wasn't raining at all.
The evil clouds.
Like, the evil clouds.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing, is it hasn't been, like, consistent, like, trickle of rain. It's been, like, it is either pouring rain and then suddenly clear for, like, 5 minutes, and then it's pouring rain again. There's no, like, oh, it's a slow drizzle.
A slow drizzle. Yeah, no, it's pouring. But we were sitting outside, like, under, like, the little patio outside, just, like, chatting with his dad, like, watching the storm in the mountains, because it was so pretty to look at. And then literally, out of nowhere, lightning strikes his house as we're sitting outside.
I forgot about it.
It was, like, the loudest noise I'd ever heard in my life, and we all, like, felt a little, like, tingle. And then all of, like, his TVs were fried, the Wi-Fi was fried, they had to get new Wi-Fi, like, all the outlets stopped working.
Like, surge protectors?
I guess not. And his dad's, like, a firefighter, so it's like,
I guess I don't know how that works. Like, I don't know what actually protects stuff from getting fried when you're struck by lightning.
Yeah.
But I usually try to plug, like, expensive stuff into, like, a surge protector before just the wall outlet. I don't know if that's actually what you're supposed to do.
I don't know either. But, yeah, it was loud and it was scary. And then it started pouring. Like, it was, like, not raining at all. And then it started pouring. It was, a terrible experience.
It's like big raindrops. Like, it's like I feel like if you froze one of the raindrops, it would be, like, this big.
And also, sometimes it will randomly start to hail, like, in the middle of it. I don't know if you've noticed that, but, like, it'll, like, be pouring, and then it'll start hailing. And I'm like, good, my car is gonna die.
We were just like, what do we do if the power goes out right now? Because it is, like, sort of storming a little bit.
The drive here was a little scary today.
Yeah. So you guys will just get an audio-only episode. We'll see how good the webcam is, I guess. Because the key light we have would go out and the overhead lights would go out. So it would just be dark, but we would just keep going, probably.
You would get, like, a little flash of blue from the strips over there. The strips.
Girl, where do you think those are plugged in? That's not battery powered?
Yeah, that was really stupid. I was more focused on, like, the earthquake happening upstairs.
That is just whenever anybody's doing anything in the kitchen, like, especially moving over those big, stupid, heavy stools, then it just makes, like, the thunderous noises, because we're right below it.
Yeah. So also, this is a day late than usual because...
Well, hopefully not. We're recording day of it being posted, which is Tuesday, and hopefully I'll post it. I should post it by, like... I'll try and just edit really fast and just post it quick right after we're done recording.
Yeah.
Because if I did do it within, like, what? We're 7 minutes in and it's 2:30. So
it'll be late.
If I can edit in 30, Spotify will.
Oh, okay.
Spotify will upload really fast because it's just sound. So if I can edit it in 30 minutes...
Yeah.
Then it will be on time on Spotify at least.
Because usually we film on Mondays, but that's part of my story.
Yeah, I need to know what this is all about because she missed my little birthday thing that we did with the family. We went to go see a movie and she was invited. It's my media. I'll talk about it later.
But did you see the same one as me? Because
you saw a movie?
I saw a movie the other day.
I didn't see the same one as you.
How do you know?
Because I know.
What movie did you see?
I don't know. What movie did you see?
I don't know. It's my media, though.
Well, I guess we'll say our movies at the same time once we get to media, and we'll see who watched what.
Wait, now I'm nervous. Because if it's the same movie, I really want to know your opinions, because mine was terrible. Okay.
Then we don't have the same movie.
But what if you thought it was good? Can we...
Tell your freaking story.
Okay, so a long, long time ago, 7 years ago, when I was 12 years old...
Ugh.
Which
7 years ago.
For you, it's
we're so old.
Oldie. I don't even know. Okay, I'm just a girl.
I have something in my eye and it's gonna kill me.
I honestly might have been 11 or 12. I can't even remember, but I was musically famous. Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
I was a musically.
She has fan accounts.
I have fan accounts. Without even having the podcast, I'm so famous. Oh my gosh.
You're so famous.
Do I call LA or does LA call me?
You need to go to LA right now and get an agent.
I'm literally on my way. Hit me up.
My eyes are like watering right now. I'm so out of it. No. What's happening?
Don't cry. It was just a joke. I didn't say anything. Okay. So
I think the light is too bright.
You're gonna live. I became friends with Lily she won one of my contests that I did on Musical.ly. And we became best friends. And now I forget that we met on Musical.ly because we're such close friends and we talk all the time and I go there all the time and whatever. But we literally became friends on Musical.ly. And I also became friends with this girl and her name is Laura. And I, didn't ever, think in my life that I would ever meet Laura. She lives in Indiana, so far away, and we live in Montana. So it's why would I ever go there? Why would she ever come here? You know?
There's no
reason to go to Indiana. And randomly, and, me and my friend Bella, who... Name twin.
Name twin.
Her and I used to be really good friends in middle school, and she's a year below us. And then we went to high school and did not speak a word to each other. And then she randomly texted me on, I think it was Sunday, and she was IBFs. Lily was my IBF, internet best friends.
Oh.
And then Laura was Bella's IBF, and it would always be people would comment on our Musical.lys and be who wants to be my IBF? And literally you would
Musical.ly is scary to me. I don't like to think about that. I was never on Musical.ly and I'm glad for it.
I'm glad I was on Musical.ly. I made so many
then you'd be a
friends.
nobody.
I'm still a nobody.
Nobody.
So anyways, then Bella texts me and she's oh my gosh, Laura is in Montana. She took a road trip to Polson, Montana.
Ooh. Why would you take a road trip from Indiana to Polson?
And I was
what is in Polson?
Nothing. The lake, which is also in Kalispell and Lakeside. And
there's literally no reason to go to Polson.
No, it's
they have that weird museum thing.
I never even seen a fish.
It's not even real.
Anyway, so she's in Polson.
Probably not even in Polson.
It's
Why would you go to Polson?
I don't even know. But her parents drove the RV up, and then her and her 4 sisters, I think 4.
4 sisters.
And one of them's 7 months pregnant. Took a 27-hour road trip from it.
That sounds like actual hell.
I know.
Going to
with
Polson.
With the 3-year-old.
With a 3, being in an RV.
No, they were in the car. The parents took the RV, but all the sisters took one car.
They were in a car for a 27-hour road trip?
Mm-hmm.
God bless you all.
I know. And so then Bella was we need to go to Polson and see her. And then I was okay, when works? And she was the only night that works for me is Monday night. And I was sorry,
wow.
Lane,
so
I
fake.
can't
You're
come
so
to your
fake.
movie and dinner. And so then me and Bella drove an hour to Polson last night and met her, and she's 4'9".
Aww.
She's the cutest little being in the world.
Wait, how tall is your grandma?
She's 4'11", 5 foot on a good day.
Wow.
So she's littler than Gam Gam. And
That's
she
crazy.
was so adorable. Oh, literally no way my grandma is calling me.
I summoned her.
You literally summoned grandmother.
That's crazy. We should put her on the pod.
She's going to ask me if I let the dogs out today.
Wait, answer the phone on the pod.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, what are you doing?
Are you home?
I'm not home.
What time now?
Okay.
How long have you been gone?
For a while.
I was going to get you something at Copper Mountain, but heck with you then.
Dang. Okay, wait, I have to go because Elaine and I are in the middle of a serious conversation.
Hi, Lane.
Hi.
Yeah, I bet. Serious conversation. I will talk to you later.
Okay, love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I bet a serious.
That's our first guess.
Grandma. Guys, I love my grandma. She's my favorite person ever. So.
What even were you talking about?
Little Laura, 4'9".
Tiny little Laura.
Wait,
she's this big.
I have to show you. I don't know if you saw my Instagram. You probably didn't.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
She's just, wait, no, I have to
10 billion of the
I
same
know,
picture.
but literally look how tiny she is. She made me look tall. She's literally so little. Ugh, anyways, I am obsessed with her, and she was so sweet, and it was just kind of, cute, because it was, never in my life did I ever think I would ever actually get to meet her, and then she went to Polson, Montana.
For who knows why.
For the 4th of July. Let's take a 4th of...
It's not the 4th of July,
They
girl.
literally own a house in Florida, and they chose to go to Montana.
For the 4th of July.
I don't know.
Happy 4th of July.
As long as you're happy. America. Ah!
We need to add an eagle sound effect there that I'm not going to add because I have to edit this in 30 minutes.
Yeah. So what'd you guys where'd you guys go for dinner?
We didn't go anywhere for dinner. Chelsea made grilled cheese that she burnt slightly. It was exciting.
Well, good thing I didn't go. I hate grilled cheese.
You hate grilled cheese?
I hate
The only grilled cheese that she likes is the only one that I don't like, and it's the one from Starbucks.
But I can't even eat it anymore.
Because Starbucks is evil, and they hate unions and...
gay people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's unfortunate. I haven't had a Starbucks grilled cheese in a lot of months, but there's...
Will you live?
I was gonna say...
Will you make it?
I was gonna say...
You survive?
I was gonna... Let me talk. I was gonna say that there's a lot worse things that could be happening to me.
Yeah.
Than a Starbucks grilled cheese.
Like, I could hit you on the head.
Have you ever seen Glee?
I only have 2.
Did you ever watch Glee?
No, I didn't watch Glee.
What? Okay, there's literally an episode where, I can only think of him as Corey Monteith.
Everything I know about Glee is against my will.
Finn. So Finn, Corey Monteith, he passed away. Rest in peace, Corey Monteith. But there's an episode that he films where he makes a grilled cheese.
I was gonna say, why does everybody on Glee die?
No, it's true. 3 of them
What happened?
have.
What is the deal with that?
I think, personally, Santana, what's her actual actress's name? Oh, this is really humbling. But her death was suspicious.
I almost said Princess Emily when I meant to say Diana.
Naya Rivera.
What?
Naya Rivera.
What happened to her?
She was on a boat with her daughter or something, and she grabbed her. I can't remember. It happened a couple years ago, but she grabbed her daughter and put her daughter on the boat, and then she drowned. But it was really suspicious. And I don't know if somebody was there to hold her down.
This is a true crime podcast now.
Speaking of true crime, do you know? No, not actually, but do you follow?
Are we gonna murder someone?
Do you follow or do you know that Michaela girl on TikTok?
That could be any 12 billion Michaela girls.
Then he doesn't know because she's the one that's all right, everyone, let's review this makeup product.
You mean JoJo Siwa?
No, I also have JoJo Siwa in my notes today. But Michaela.
Did you? Sorry, keep going. I was gonna say, did you see that? What Trisha did?
No, what did Trisha do?
Every podcast tried not to talk about Trisha Paytas challenge. Impossible. She did a Chapel Roan cosplay.
No, she didn't.
She dressed up as Chapel Roan. Trish Lake Fish did.
This is Michaela.
Oh, I know who that is.
And she talks like this.
Ever created was
Wait. I can't even. Tot shank tape. Well, she's in another scandal. Have you ever heard about her scandals?
I tried to ignore her.
Well, the first one that kind of started this whole thing was she was doing a sponsorship with a mascara brand. I think it was L'Oreal or something. And she does it and she's this is with one coat.
Yeah, and then she
has the
cuts
fake
and then it's yeah, I do know.
That was funny. And then she had another one where
because people did parodies of it.
Yeah, because they would put paper construction. Yeah, that was funny. But then she had another one where there's this concealer that's called the Essence, and she did a sponsorship with them, and she put it on, and she was this is my favorite concealer. You can get your drugstore makeup, and it can look beautiful. And then she reviewed a bunch of concealers in a different video, and she was this is one of my least favorite concealers. This is so ugly. Goes off about that, and then she fakes her accent. She didn't used to have an accent when she first got famous.
That's suspicious.
And suddenly throughout the years it's gotten bigger.
I would never fake an accent.
Never.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why would you ever? But the latest one is something to do.
You had to slide out of the accent there. You almost kept doing it.
But so then I'm an accent girl.
Are you though?
No. I'm from Montana, y'all.
Me when I lie.
But her latest one was she was in the hospital or something. And then, she was send prayers. And then the next day she was get ready with me to. And then she was
she wasn't
pack some boxes
anymore.
with me. Yeah. And then she was I don't know why you guys are all being so mean.
Some people just like attention.
Who are we talking about?
Some people.
You're not talking about me.
No. No. Oh. I was making a bit. This episode is going to be crazy.
I don't even understand. Okay, what were you talking about? I was talking about Michaela.
I was talking about her. And also making an ironic reference to the fact that we have a camera pointed at us right now.
But some people can't even see it, so they're probably confused.
Yeah.
Because, like, Chelsea listens in her car.
Literally nobody is watching the YouTube videos, which I think is valid and funny.
I watch them.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Did you watch the presidential debate?
No. You know who texted me the other day?
Who?
Timmy. And he was like,
no
Timmy,
way.
if you're listening to this, he was like, he was asking, he said he listened to the podcast. Shout out Timmy.
No, Timmy.
And was like, was asking like why we don't put the videos on Spotify.
Should we? Can we? Oh.
I was like, I think since we have, like, if we didn't have the YouTube,
yeah,
then that would make sense. But I feel like if you're gonna listen on Spotify, it's gonna be audio only anyways. And I feel like the reason it's nice to have something that will upload so fast.
Yeah.
When it's just audio.
That's what he asked.
But yeah, he was like, the Joe Rogan Experience does it. And I was like, that's funny.
He watches the Joe Rogan Experience. It's like such
Let's
a
read
boy
Timmy to
thing.
filth right now.
Timmy's colorblind. You didn't say anything else. That's all.
That's it.
He could
Got
never be a
him.
pilot. He met Carter and he literally was like, that's so cool. I couldn't be a pilot. I'm colorblind.
The only reason.
It was funny, actually. And then he offered for Carter to come play tennis and pickleball with him and his friends.
Oh my God. You know what I have in my notes?
No, I don't.
Pickleball is a psyop. Because what is pickleball? Where did it come from? Why is everybody... I saw a TikTok where a girl was like, they literally painted over the tennis courts to replace them with just pickleball lines. And if I saw that, I don't even play tennis anymore, but if I did, I would be like murderous because that's insane. That's ludicrous because you can just put the lines over the tennis court.
That's ludicrous.
Pickleball is a psyop because, like, why that one tweet that it's like Ellen and she's like pickleball and then the girl retweets and is like girl whatever. I think about that
girl,
all the time.
Whatever. That's so funny.
Because why?
Love pickleball.
What is pickleball? Why are people playing pickleball?
I love it.
Where is it coming from? Like, it has to be a psyop. Somebody is getting something out of like making people play pickleball, and I need to get to the bottom of it.
Me and Carter, when I was like post-op surgery, literally my favorite thing to do was go watch Carter's parents play pickleball.
What is pickleball? Like, what do you do?
So it's like
pickleball is tennis for cowards.
It kind of is, but it's like
people who are too
small.
ashamed to just play ping pong and too much of a coward to just play tennis.
It's like a perfect mix between ping pong and tennis. I love it.
That sounds awful. That sounds so fun. Awful. That sounds like the worst of both worlds.
No, I love it.
If you play pickleball, stop listening right now.
La 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 la. I play pickleball. I love it.
I am pickleball. If pickleball has no haters, I'm dead.
I love it. And I love it also because when we go play pickleball with Carter's parents, the like median age is like 76. Like they are so old.
But like what? Like why? Like why is everybody playing pickleball all of a sudden?
It's like fun and it's like a good like way to like work out a little bit and like stay fit, but like not like
tennis.
Sweat.
Like don't be a coward.
But tennis is like when you're like 70, you're not gonna play tennis.
Yes, you are. 70-year-olds play tennis all the time. Okay, well those are the.
I love pickleball. You need to stop hating on it and like go play it for yourself before you hate. You're one of those people.
Next episode is gonna be the pickleball episode where we play pickleball and I hate it.
You're literally one of those people that like don't vote and then complain about who is president.
What? that has nothing
like,
to do with pickleball.
my uncle doesn't vote ever, but he like complains about who's president, and it's like you didn't even put your 2 cents into it. Literally
every time.
And no, you didn't understand that equivalence.
Pickleball is a psyop.
You're a psyop. I love pickleball. And for all my pickleball fans out there, don't let him knock you down.
That's crazy that both of the topics that I was going to talk about came up naturally, and now they're done for. That's it. That was all for my note once again, and we're at 24 minutes, and my note is done.
Oh no, you had pickleball and what?
I had pickleball is a psyop and the ridiculous rain.
Oh,
the, like crazy rain shit.
It's getting a little frisky out there.
Bella has a novel in her note, and I have like 2 things that I can think of because I can never think of anything that's interesting enough.
Have you seen the Hawk-Tuah girl?
Not really. Wait, I might have.
It's like a huge meme right now. It's like this girl that was interviewed, and then they were like talking about sex. I don't even know. And she was like, "I give him a little Hawk-Tuah," and now like people are like raving over it.
I don't think I ever saw the original. I think I've seen some of the spinoffs.
Well, Okay.
I never see the original of anything. I just like extrapolate and figure like I just like guess where it probably came from, and then I just assume the context.
I literally forgot an earring at home when I took my.
Are you one ear naked?
Nap.
Wait, look at me.
Yeah, this whole time. I know you're gonna tell me.
Wait,
it's
that's
on this ear
that's an
too.
insane thing to be doing on a podcast that's recorded for the whole world to see.
I took that out when I was laying down watching
CGI
Sinjin
your second? Sinjin Drowning is a psyop too. Weston Corey, if you're watching this, I'm gonna beat you up.
But
I'm gonna
Kaylin,
fight you.
if you're watching this,
Kaylin,
I
if you're
love
watching
you.
this, you're coming on the podcast.
Oh, can we have Kaylin and Weston on the podcast? Oh. I think it'd be funny.
We can have Weston like behind the camera,
because then we could all like gang up
and
on
yell
Weston
at him
together.
Weston's actually really, really funny. He's
I think
a
girls with short hair are really cool. Wait, what was I saying? Okay, Hawk to a girl. It's so annoying. I put it in this ear since I look this way, so it's like
you don't look that way enough for it to like.
Oh my gosh.
We had to like minimize the camera so that we don't look at ourselves the whole time because we're really vain. So we actually look at the webcam.
You're so vain.
This episode is going to be awful. It's going to be less controversial. I'm actually glad that last episode's audio was so shit bad. Because then nobody listened and they didn't hear all the random stuff we said.
But if you did, don't hit us up. But the Hawk to a girl. I'm going back to this for the 4th time. It's like this meme of a girl being like, I just give it a Hawk to her and like whatever. And it's like funny, but it's like, I hate that our generation like takes things like that because it's not even just like Gen Z. Like literally my aunts and uncles were like, oh, did you guys see the Hook to a girl? Like, I was like, you guys are weird as fuck. What? And then she's only 21 years old and like the internet was going off and they were like, oh, because this video went viral, like she was fired because she was a preschool teacher and like her dad's a preacher and like all this stuff. And then she comes on.
God forbid a woman gives a little Hawk to her.
A little Hawk to her. But then she actually came on to Call Her Daddy. And she was like, I don't know where the hell that came from. I work in a spring factory. My dad is the furthest thing.
She works in a spring factory?
What is that? What is that?
Like,
do you know?
Where they make springs?
Like, I don't know. Like a spring. She said
so she's taking... she wakes up in the morning, she takes a big rod of metal, and she goes... That's her job.
Yeah. And then she was like...
That's gotta be all automated. What is she possibly doing? She's the one who turns on the spring machine. Do you think she makes big springs?
And gives it a
spring factor? No. No.
They have to lube it somehow to like make it like shiny.
That's not what makes metal shiny.
What makes it like resin?
Like it's
I didn't mean it like a joke. They polish it.
They polish metal.
Well, maybe she does that.
with
the Hook to it.
So she's the spring polisher.
She just said she works in a spring factory. That also might have not been the Call Her Daddy podcast that I just said.
What does her dad do?
And she just said her dad's like the furthest thing from a preacher. Like I don't know what he does, but maybe he's a sex worker. I don't know. But it was just so funny.
What is the furthest thing from a preacher?
Like a cremator. I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know.
But anyways, she was like, I don't know where the hell the media got that. I would not be allowed to be a preschool teacher. I am not old enough to deal with children.
Yeah, who's teaching preschool at 21?
Nobody.
21-year-olds should be working in the spring factory.
I thought it was so funny because it's like one of those things where like, first of all, the internet took something and ran with it and then like really like
that's their favorite thing to do.
And, like whatever.
And then they make it
up
unfunny after 1 week because you idiots overuse that shit.
Yeah. But
I saw literally 1 or 2 TikToks of that sort of, and I was like, I don't care. I don't get it. I
didn't really care that much either, but when I heard my aunts and uncles talking about it, I was like, it's uncool, but I have to see what it is.
Oh, you didn't know about it until your aunts and uncles were talking about it?
No.
It must be weird. Ugh. That freaks me out. I don't like that. I don't think that... I don't think that if you're over the age of 30, you should have like the
ability to pick up on trends and like
yeah, you shouldn't have access to the internet. It should be cut off. You're scaring me. Stop.
I was scrolling across TikTok the other day and I literally stumbled across a live stream of a frog puppet pole dancing.
That's the least weird thing that I've seen on TikTok Live.
TikTok live streams are so weird.
They're so strange because it's like they're like something about people being like, oh, this is live means that it just has to be way, way, way weirder than the stuff that are just normal videos on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they allow that.
Like, have you ever seen the videos of like people laying under like water balloons and then every time somebody like sends a gift it like makes the water balloon bigger and then they're like no don't send me gifts.
I saw a clip where it was like one of those, but then the guy's stream lagged out right before the water balloon was about to break, and then when the stream came back the guy was like across the room like sprawled out like dead on
bacon.
Exactly.
Like bacon.
There was another one. There was something similar to bacon that happened.
I don't know.
Maybe it was that.
That's so funny. I love when, like, have you just ever like seen that clip though? Because it's like, where did that bacon come from? He was like having a conversation. Bacon.
I don't like to think about that though, because anything related to like COVID and Zoom stuff, where it's like
scares
I don't
me.
want to think about that. Like if I'm watching like any like series or show and it comes to the point where it's like, oh, this is the COVID season, I'm like, leave me alone.
Literally me with Grey's Anatomy. Except for that's a good season because
that's what I was
about
gonna
like
say.
Black
Grey's
Lives
Anatomy
Matter.
is the only thing that doesn't count, that counts for that, because it's a medical show.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes sense to talk about like a medical pandemic of a disease. But anything else, I'm like, I don't need to know about this right now. You keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you're freaking me out. Like, go away.
Go away. It really actually gives you like a different level of anxiety.
Yeah.
What's like the weirdest thing that happened to you like during COVID? Like, well, we use Google Meet at our school, but like, did you ever like have anything weird happen to you on a Google Meet?
On a Google Meet? No.
Oh, really? Because I did.
People just... Me when I'm asking someone a question and I'm not at all waiting for their answer, I just want to tell a story that's like relevant.
But like you actually didn't.
I can't think of anything. I literally bombed. I didn't bomb, but like I did not. Once we were online for COVID stuff in biology, I did not like learn a single thing at all. And they, for some reason, they made the work so much harder, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I am not about to sequence the DNA for you. Good luck with that.
I like literally.
I'm in my bed.
I almost failed CCR1 because I didn't have like Microsoft or something. I
didn't have Microsoft or something.
And so then I like failed it. I was like, I have a MacBook. I got like a D.
What?
I wasn't gonna buy that shit. I had to buy stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No, they have the online office.
I was a freshman. I didn't know. But one time.
Luckily, CCR1 is the most useless class that anyone
ever
will ever
existed.
Take. If you have more than 5 brain cells, like
CCR is like college and career readiness. That
I can understand why some people would need it, but CCR1 is not important at all, and CCR2 is very important.
I don't know. I thought CCR2 was very common knowledge. Stupid, and I hated my teacher.
You can't do. I'm gonna have to bleep that.
She's the one that literally.
Actually, that's really generic.
I had her,
and nobody liked her. Let's be real.
I had her for a study hall the day that I found out that my dad had died, and my mom texted me.
I'm trying to see if I can remember this.
My mom texted me. They found Dad's body while I'm in 4th period study hall, and I'm on my phone looking at this like. My literal dad had died, and I go up to her and I'm like tears rolling down my face, and I'm like, may I use the restroom? And she was like, no. And I like look at her and I like didn't I like
which is like froze. Why do you care that? Like literally,
it's
like
a study hall.
If I was teaching a study hall and a kid was like, can I go use the restroom? There is almost no scenario where I would say no to that. Like unless like unless they were like actively holding like a bong or something. There's like in what world do you care enough that you're like not gonna let Like, that's crazy.
And then I literally, I cannot make this up. I showed her my phone of the text that my mom had just sent me. And she went, okay. And I went to the bathroom and just cried. And then I came back, I grabbed my backpack, and I just, like, left. And then I went down and saw you. And it was, like, before we, like, knew each other super well. But I was, like, because you were in Fritz's class. Remember? Because I would leave that study hall to go.
Yeah. Every time.
Anyways, so I found out that my dad died during a study hall, and the teacher almost didn't even let me go to the bathroom. And also, my mom sent me a text.
Which is also kind of crazy.
It's okay.
But also, it's like... There's no way that isn't crazy.
But it's like, I'm also like, when I find out big news, I'm like, if I were her, I wouldn't have even processed that I just told my daughter that, I get it. But the Zoom thing, the craziest thing that ever happened to me.
Oh, yeah, you never even said that.
Was on Friday the 13th. I can't make this up. I'm on Zoom and we are reading To Kill a Mockingbird. Well, this was sophomore year, but I had COVID.
Speaking of Zoom, let me interrupt you again. Okay. Speaking of Zoom and Friday the 13th, the other day, Fiona told me that her little brother, his birthday was like a week or two before COVID happened and like everything got shut down.
Me too.
It was his golden birthday, his 13th, on the 13th, on a Friday the 13th, like he was turning 13. And guess what his birthday wish was for? I hope we don't have school.
What? Really?
So Keaton caused the pandemic. Oh I'm almost certain of it now. I can't believe he did that shit.
That's crazy. The day of that was our last day of school, March 13th. Me and like a bunch of girls got a sub fired and spent the day like in the office, like talking to the resource officer for grooming students. And then we went to Kendall's house and just skipped the rest of the day. Because we were so scared. We were scared little girls. But I was on a Google Meet. And I had COVID and it was our sophomore year. So like the year that we went back to school after the pandemic. Yeah. But the pandemic was still going. And I had COVID. And we're reading. It was
not like hybrid, but it was just like if you get COVID, you are on Zoom.
Or if you were exposed. Yeah. But it was like really like a lot. I got quarantined like 5 times.
I didn't get quarantined, like, at all.
You lucky duck.
Because, yeah.
I missed the show. I literally was in a show and, like, had to miss it. Anyways, my mom comes into my room, and I had 2 little buns. And she brings Mr. Peanut into my room, and she said, he's, like, not feeling good. No. Like, you need to, like, watch him. And I'm like, okay, like, reading To Kill a Mockingbird, like, on this Zoom, like, my whole class. And then all of a sudden, my bunny literally has a seizure in my lap and pees over the bed and just dies. And then Bella, Miss Fritz was like, Bella, it's your turn to popcorn read. And I was like, I need to go. My bunny just died on my lap. And then, rest in peace, Peanut. I wonder what happened to him.
We should have him on the podcast.
He died, Blaine.
Okay, we can get a Ouija board and mic it up.
If I ever got a Ouija board, frick talking to my dad, I'm asking Mr. Peanut how he's doing. Do you think he would respond?
Depends on whether he has Do Not Disturb on or not.
Peanut loved me. He was such a good bunny. He was litter box trained. Sorry, I was like,
wow, you should wiggle and jiggle.
Wiggle and jiggle.
It literally says that we have 14 million frames missed due to rendering lag, but that's not true. Do you have any other notes to talk about?
Have you ever seen Stanley packing videos?
What?
People will be like, pack my Stanley with me for a road trip.
I saw a video of someone like kitting out their Stanley where they put like a thing over it and they like had their phone attached to their Stanley and like a little like fanny pack for their Stanley that was like full of makeup and they had like a bunch of different zipper pockets and I was like, this is crazy. Just like get a bag of some kind. I'm begging you.
And then,
why do you need to hold this all attached to your water bottle? You are insane.
They made like plates for Stanley, so it like goes around it and then you can like put your snacks in it too. Overconsumption is crazy. I can't believe this.
Capitalism final boss.
It's like I fell victim to the Stanley trend on accident. Okay, the reason I bought a Stanley is because
they're so ugly too.
I love them because they fit my cup holder actually, and I actually do really enjoy it.
I mean,
but the reason I bought it is because one day, my first semester of college, a guy had broken in held a gun to my RA, my sweet little RA, and then a girl went missing. And then the whole next day, police were just interviewing my floor in the dorm, and I said, I'm going to the mall. And I went to the mall, and I stress bought a Stanley because I didn't want to be interviewed by the police anymore. The girl was found.
Chat, is that a good reason to buy a Stanley?
I don't know. Let me know. But I just wanted to go shopping because I didn't want to be there. In the mall, there's a lot better than
Sometimes it's nice to get a little treat.
Yeah. Do you see my foot right now?
I try not to.
Like, look at
You are not showing that. Wait, why is it a different color?
Because it's still swollen and bad.
That's terrible. Are you suing for malpractice yet?
No,
because we
I
can't talk about that on the podcast.
Yeah. My foot was butchered, guys. But it's like literally purple right now and like swollen as frick.
It is.
And it hurts. Anyways, but the overconsumption is crazy. There's people that literally have like 20 Stanleys.
It's scary.
It's like, what do you even... First of all, where the hell do you store that?
They probably get moldy and nasty.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're washing all those.
And it's just so unnecessary. They're like $45 water bottles. You don't need 20. And then to get them like their own fanny pack and a plate. And it's like, you grow up. And maybe I would have loved that when I was 7. Grow up.
How do you know it's not 7-year-olds?
Because it's like grown-ass women with their acrylic nails, and they're showing off their wedding ring on their finger, and they're like, pack my Stanley with me.
I bet a lot of it is just for the views, though. Like, they don't actually, like, they just, like, know that, like,
People
stuff like that gets 10 billion views.
And, like, organizational videos, I bet we're on very different sides of TikTok for this, but I'm on, like, cleaning TikTok.
I don't get any of that.
But it's like they take everything out of their packages and put them in like a plastic reusable container. And like, it's just so like, why do you need? I get wanting to have like storage, but like taking your Cheerios and putting them in.
What's cool is when they have like there's stores that like have like they buy in bulk a lot of stuff, and then you just fill up your
like the soaps.
That's cool.
Except then that's like you're not. How expensive it is?
I'm sure it's $10 billion.
Oh my gosh! I was watching a girl like be like, "Come refill my soaps with me," and it was like 30,000.
30,000.
I just saw that clip the other day.
30,000
of what the fuck's her name?
I don't even know what that is anymore. Van. I forgot already. 6-passenger van.
No, wait. What is it?
What are you talking about?
The bitch that was just arrested.
What? Justin Timberlake?
RuPaul? No! What is her name?
This is gonna ruin the world tour.
The mother that had the 7-passenger van? Ruth
Bader Ginsburg.
No, not Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh my gosh.
What are you talking
Speaking
about?
of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, our friend Laurel literally met AOC the other day.
That was a crazy segue.
Jump scare.
Shout out Laurel if you're listening. Laurel is a hero to me.
What the
And that picture with AOC is really funny.
Ruby Frankie!
Who is that?
You don't know about Ruby Frankie?
She looks scary.
Are you kidding? She was like this mom YouTuber who was like...
Mom YouTubers are
You
horrifying.
don't know about where the fuck have you been?
I ignore these people intentionally.
This is Ruby Frankie.
Oh, I know about her.
Oh, okay.
She's a freak.
She got arrested for... She's the one that said
her husband,
30,000.
I didn't know that was her.
Yeah.
Wasn't her husband, like, evil?
Well, yeah, but she was, like, having an affair with a woman.
Period.
Wait, what was her name?
Finally, Pride Month is over.
Finally, I can hate on gay people again. That's a joke. Don't take that out of context.
It's not a joke.
Wait, what is that lady's name?
Chelsea the other day when she's... What did she say? I put it in my quotes.
Jodie Hildebrandt.
I'm exposing her on
they
the
were, like,
podcast
having an
now.
affair or something. I explained to Miss Moore that
I was in the pantry getting something, and then she closed the door on me and said, "Lock up the gays."
Chelsea!
And I was like, you are a freak, Chelsea. You need to be stopped.
Yesterday I was with Bella and I made a joke about hating gay people, and I haven't like talked to her since like middle school, and she was like, and I was like, it's gonna be okay. I promise I'm not.
See, I always think about that because like I wonder if people ever just like hear me say something and they're like, whoa.
What a homophobe.
Like, chill. And I'm like, be so for real right now.
Carter was like, if I didn't know, I would never be able to tell that Lane's gay.
That's good.
Which is why I think he was so sus about us sharing a bed.
Us bedding together?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did fuck.
We weren't supposed to tell them that.
Sorry.
Dang it, I made it this far into the podcast without talking about cheating on Carter.
No!
And then you just ruin it for me.
That's gonna be like the theme for every. It's gonna happen every episode.
I am the most loyal girl, and I would never cheat on Carter, especially because he's gonna be an airline pilot, and that's a lot of traveling and a lot of money.
That's the only reason.
The only reason. I'm just kidding.
But if the Lorax asked,
I didn't want to bring
this
it up.
This is terrible. This whole situation is awful. We should quit.
We're coming up for the 4th of July. By the way.
Okay, good. Because I don't know who else is.
And I kind of want to sleep here.
4th of July is a freak ass holiday.
But it's fun because Chelsea always buys hot dogs. Glizzies. I hope she buys hot dogs. I really love a hot dog. It's like the 4th of July.
It's like the 4th of July.
Makes you want a hot dog real bad.
Oh my god.
That was really good. You could be Jennifer Coolidge in a Snatch game.
Oh my god,
I always think about
awful
who I
Snatch
would
games
be.
from season 13 that we watched.
I just watched the best Snatch games. And
where what's-her-face ate paint.
I don't even remember.
She was pretending to be Bob Ross.
Oh my gosh, a freaking Utica. Ew, but she actually had one of the most fire fits to ever exist.
Eat down, but she was kind of
the
a
sleeping
freak.
bag. I hated her though. I hate weird queens. No, this is why Zach and I always talk about why we couldn't have a reaction channel, because I would get canceled so fast for my opinions on Drag Race.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I actually love Evie Oddly. You don't even know who that is. I'm Evie.
Her favorite thing is to bring up a drag queen and then say you didn't even know who that is.
Because Lena's the fakest RuPaul fan.
I've watched one season. That's enough for me.
I
said I can't take any more of these gay people in front of me. Like, get away from me. Like, why are you pretending to be a woman? What?
You need to watch season 15.
Okay.
It's so good.
You need
to watch season. Oh yeah. Do that, but you won't ever finish it.
I'm scared to start from season 1 because I know
season 1 and 2 are so
ass.
bad, but I love them because now they're so iconic. The winner of season 2 is actually like canceled though, and RuPaul has like shunned her from the show, and like, and honestly good, because I even said that while she was on the show. Freaking, I won't spoil it, but freaking frick you. You know who you are, season 2 RuPaul's Drag Race winner.
We need to make a list of like all the people. We need to write it behind us, and it can be all the people that we've actively called out on the podcast.
Mrs. Jones.
What we really need to do is actually like figure out a situation for this problem here, because it looks terrible to have like our shelf of stuff way above where it should be.
It does look.
We just need to like lower this down. I almost knocked everything over.
That wouldn't be good if you did that.
It's almost time for media.
But
unless you have anything else.
I don't really have anything else. The only thing that I really have
My
is
lips are so dry.
Taking the cooler last name in a marriage.
Yeah, I think that you should do that, or if your names really work together, you should combine them, because taking like the man's last name is freak behavior.
Like, I have a really pretty last name.
Yeah, Eau Claire is lit.
It's lit.
But I feel like you could
like hyphenate it.
You could like, I feel like you should mix them together. Like, I feel like you should fuse the last names. Like, I feel like it's weird to like
us
take
would be
one.
like Akoy.
Yeah, not well.
McClare. McClare.
That's not bad.
But that does not work with every last name, and if it doesn't work, then it's not meant to be.
Exactly.
But I really do think, because whoever hashtag the world when they thought men were cool. But
what
women
are
cooler.
About?
I was gonna say, who came up with that we took the men, but I forgot that like women used to not have rights.
You forgot. You forgot about the patriarchy?
Fuck the patriarchy. Keychain on the ground. Yeah, I forgot about it. So thank you, Barbie.
Barbie when she ended Barbie
literally ended feminism. Did you know that they're making a second one?
Really?
Or maybe I saw that and I'm lying.
It's probably a lie. It's probably one of those like Movie Leaks Twitter accounts that like post just fake stuff constantly to get attention.
Wait, but no, I thought it was real.
They're making Moana 2. And I'm so excited. It's going to be lit. It's probably going to be half the length of the other. Trixie.
Anyways, she just keeps popping up every time I open my Google right now. Barbie 2.
Why would they be making a Barbie 2? What could that possibly be about?
No. We don't have a release date for the hypothetical.
I know that
it's from Parade.com.
Margot wants to do like she was going to do a Sims movie. I think that's confirmed.
What the hell?
And it's just going to be like, I think it should just be like a normal family doing stuff, and then they're just like living out their whole life for like And it's like in real time, so you like see every single second of what they're doing.
But what would the plot of that be?
Mom walks outside, gets in the pool, and then all of a sudden she dives down, and then she comes up from under the water and looks around, and there's a wall around the pool, and the ladder is gone.
What? You should not be a screenwriter.
Girl, you've never seen the videos where people like kill their Sims via doing that, because that's the way that you can do it without like...
No, I'm not on The Sims.
You don't know about The Sims?
Alyssa always shows me her Sims and I love her, but I... Alyssa, if you're watching, you didn't...
Alyssa's going on the list now.
No, I don't hate her. I hate Sims. I hate Sims about as much as Lane hates pickleball.
Why do you hate The Sims?
Because it's so annoying. It's like, blah, 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 blah. You need to reproduce and have babies, but... There's not really.
That's just like real life.
Unless you buy a mod, you can't like go adopt, so you can't even be gay without spending extra money to be gay, which is like stupid.
Mods are like free.
No, they're not. They've been costing money.
Why? Actually, I have heard that modding The Sims is like weird.
Yeah.
And also, it makes your computer explode.
And also, you have to mod it to have abortions.
But like, I feel like that's a rating thing.
I don't know. I just think.
But also, they should make The Sims. Which one are they on now? Are they making The Sims 5?
Why would you ask me? I hate it. It's dumb. I don't like The Sims.
We got The Sims 5 before we got GTA 6.
Well, I hate that joke. I hate that joke.
It's so overdone.
It's so overused.
But it is kind of funny because it is so overused because they're still taking so long to release GTA 6. But also, who cares? Like, play GTA 5.
Ugh, every time I say GTA, I think of a bad memory. Post-breakup, when you sent me that picture. Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do, but we're not
going to bring that up. But that's
actually so funny.
I think about that constantly. Every time I hear
we'll talk about it.
Every time I hear the GTA line in So High School by Taylor Swift, I think of it. Touch Me While Your Boys Play Grand Theft Auto was crazy, Taylor. Nasty. I love her, but also, this has, like, nothing to do with it, but also the saying, we got this before GTA 6 reminded me of Charlotte the Stingray apparently died, but also apparently she was not...
Who is that?
You didn't... Oh my god,
I saw a video of a stingray eating a fish.
You're so uncultured. Charlotte the Stingray was this stingray outside a fish.
Oh my god, you don't know Charlotte the Stingray? How do you not know her? She's my favorite stingray. Are you not part of the Stingray fandom?
Well, it was like a huge thing because she got pregnant, but there was no...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You are Nemo. I meant to say Dory.
Okay.
But like they thought that the shark maybe got her pregnant.
God forbid I have a mental disorder.
I was kidding.
Where I can't remember things.
But apparently she died, and apparently they knew all along that she wasn't actually pregnant. And
I never believed that
scheme.
Shit for a single second.
Really?
They always do stuff like that with animals. They're like, oh my god, this is the whatever first time this animal is. And it's like, no, your stingray is not the Virgin Mary. Like, I'm sorry.
Sometimes I fear that I'll accidentally become the Virgin Mary.
And then what? And then nobody's gonna believe you.
Yeah, because it's like I'm pumped. I'm
Mary, after writing the whole Bible.
She wrote the whole Bible?
Yeah.
Mary didn't write it.
Mary, after she cheated and wrote the whole Bible.
Actually, who not supposedly, but who wrote the Bible?
Lots of different people.
Your friend Laura is tiny. You look 6 feet tall when you're next to her. Thanks, Mom.
Wow. We have to do media.
We still have time. Okay, what's your media?
Well, are we going to say the movie at the same time? It's not going to be the same movie, or I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. A Quiet Place. Day 1.
You loved it?
You're a freak, and you've never watched a good movie in
Yes,
your life.
I have, because the first and the second one were so good. No, you go first.
It was good.
That was terrible.
Lupita did amazing. She is the actor of the century. She devoured.
Why did you think I didn't see the same movie as you, fat ass? I didn't mean to call you a fat ass. I meant to call you a dumbass.
I wonder if I should edit that out.
Damn it.
I don't think I will.
Why did you? You're not fat either. That's the thing.
I'm so skinty that I could blow away. You just peeked your mic.
I meant to say dumbass.
Freak ass.
that might have been what I meant to say.
I don't know what you meant to say, but I could tell that you didn't mean to say fat.
That was a terrible movie. Because
Why?
Because if you saw the first and second one, you already knew what was happening. There was nothing good about the second one. There was no good plot because we already knew the entire plot. The only thing that was good about that movie was her acting and the cat. The cat was cute as fuck. But also the cat kind of pissed me off. The cat was freaking pissing me off.
It's a cat.
It was a terrible movie. It was horrible.
Bella has terrible taste in movies.
That is so not true.
It is really true.
No, it is not. What I loved everything everywhere all at once. I loved Barbie. I loved Taylor Swift the Eras Tour. I have loved.
That's not even a movie.
No, A Quiet Place 3 was one of the most.
It was not as good as the first one
or the second. It was it was one of the most worthless.
The
movies I've ever
cinematography
seen.
was great. It was a good length. The soundtrack was great. The acting was great, and the plot was great.
What was the plot? The same thing as the first and second one?
No, it wasn't. The whole point was that it wasn't the same because she had terminal cancer. So
Okay,
you
that's
knew
the
that you knew that her story was going to end in tragedy no matter what, but it was about her taking control of her own life and about these two people forming a connection in the midst of tragedy. Which is also why it's so important that it's set in New York.
Why? What does New York symbolize?
Because
in New York, concrete jungle.
Exactly.
No,
it was a good movie. It wasn't like a great. I didn't rate it on Letterboxd yet.
I would rate it a 1.5.
You are stupid.
It was a terrible movie. The guy was weird.
He was fine.
He
was my least favorite part about it.
When they were in the water, in the sewer, I knew that the freaking Demogorgon thing was going to see him. I knew that was going to happen. It was so predictable. It was so bad. It was just stupid. I hated that movie. Also, there was no reason for her to set off all the car alarms at the end. He could have just ran to the water and jumped in with.
No, they would have gotten him.
No,
they would have killed him immediately.
If he would have just tiptoed to the edge and then jumped in, they never would have. He didn't have time.
The boat was leaving.
That was really stupid. It was a terrible movie. I hated it.
And it didn't matter because she got away anyways.
She died.
Why do you think she died? Spoilers. Wait. You can assume that there would have been spoilers. And also, everybody knows that she's going to die because she has terminal cancer from the beginning of the episode. The movie.
I don't know. I didn't like it. I thought it was a terrible movie. I'm glad we had the same one now, and I proved you wrong.
And you have bad taste. Which I assumed anyways.
We have like this...
Anyways.
It wasn't a good movie.
My other media is the Plankton cover of Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan.
No way.
And also Brat by Charlie XCX. That album is really good. And she ate down.
XCX.
You wouldn't know because you hate gay people.
That's not true. I listen to Chappell Roan. And I watch
Roan off of the set.
I watch RuPaul's Drag Race. And Untucked.
She doesn't hate gay people. She has gay friends and watches RuPaul's Drag Race.
It's him. He's the gay friend.
I'm straight, Bella. You can't say. It's not Pride Month anymore. I had to retire.
You had to retire from being gay?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I didn't have any other media other than A Quiet Place, and I thought it was terrible, and I'm really glad I didn't go with you last night.
I am going to splash this mug of water on you.
Please don't. I thought I didn't like it. Hey, we are allowed to disagree.
I love LaCroix.
I love LaCroix. Guys, go watch Overcooked.
Overcooked?
That's a game.
Go watch Overcooked? Go watch Overcooked 2. Grab a friend. What do you mean?
What is that thing
Why
called?
Did you say Overcooked?
What is that thing called?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The thing that Princess Emily's on.
Very Important People?
The streaming platform.
Oh, Dropout?
Dropout!
Go watch Overcooked. I think that's a sign that we should end the episode.
I'm like getting eeped.
This is a freak
and I
accidentally
called you a fat ass.
Yeah.
I didn't even mean to.
And I still have to decide whether I'm going to bleep that. Because that's kind of problematic.
I didn't mean it like in a like.
I could tell that it was
Trisha, you a fat ass.
It was literally just like you didn't mean to say those words. It's so scary when you say something like that.
Because what if I accidentally?
What do you mean?
I've never seen a fish.
I ain't never seen a fish. And with that, I think we should end the episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Don't forget to
our apologies.
No, we don't have anything to apologize for. We are the coolest people in this world, and nobody will ever compare. And thank you.
Bye.
Bye.